The theory that you should never go shopping, grocery shopping, when your stomach is empty is such a good one, because when he was there, he didn't feel impulsive to pick up things that were not on the list per se. So guys, the first of the non-grocery related items is this Swiffer. This is a Swiffer sweeper, dry versus wet. It's a little bit different than the one that I've had in the past, but I'm excited nonetheless to try this out. I've been missing my Swiffer for a little bit. It's just not been working, and I've been meaning to replace the one that I have. Hey fam, Sarah here. Oh, the lighting. Welcome back to our channel. You guys, today I'm bringing you another grocery haul. It has been a minute since I brought you guys one, because sometimes I feel like we're just creatures of habits and we tend to buy the same things. And I'm like, who wants to see me eating the same thing over and over again? So anyways, Happy just came from the grocery store, and today's grocery haul is actually worth tuning into, because there are a lot of new and surprise items that you guys haven't seen before that are interesting, that I want to show you guys. So definitely watch today's grocery haul all the way through. This guy just came back from the grocery store. He said it wasn't that crazy out there, right?
It was busy.
Oh, okay, my bad. It was crazy. Yeah. How much did you spend? Oh, you didn't go crazy today.
Spent $400.
There's a lot of groceries.
It was good. That was gonna be more.
Me too. He came home and he asked me what I thought it was, and I gave him an estimate, and he thought the same thing, but lo and behold, it was a lot less, surprisingly. I don't know how. So
that's good.
There must have been like heck of deals going on at Costco today. So anyways, without further ado, I'm gonna get right into it. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, guys. I do like to post grocery hauls on this channel, and they're generally weekly unless I see it to be too repetitive. So definitely subscribe if you like watching those. Also, don't forget to like today's video, guys, and leave a comment down below and answer today's question of the day, which will be featured in here somewhere. So let's get on to it. You guys know we love eggs in our house. It's always a staple, so we got that, and it lasts us about a week and a half. So honestly, sometimes I think that we need more, but I feel like if we need more, we'd have to upgrade and perhaps get an extra fridge in the garage, which I'm not all for right now. So yeah, we also got some chicken breasts. If you guys know, I love to make this as like a weekly meal prep. It's just something easy in my freezer. I cook it, I chop it up, and I store it, and I can just toss it in the pan and just fry it up with some veggies, and just like that I have chicken veggie stir fry. We also grabbed our yogurt, and of course it is the Liberty brand. The kids just love this one. I guess it's the one that has like the fruit at the bottom and the vanilla at the top. The thing that makes it so good, I think it's some kind of Greek yogurt. It's just thicker. It's not like that, you know, watery stuff. So yeah, this is a staple. We do go back and forth where, you know, sometimes we're just kind of yogurted out, and maybe we have more milk or dairy related products in the house, so we don't necessarily pick this up, but we got it this week. We needed some more butter or margarine, so we grabbed this case of 2. I don't know if I have enough room in my fridge to keep them both, but I will probably toss one in our freezer in the garage. We grabbed some 3% milk as well as some 2% milk. When Zoe's just not on her day where she's eating super well, I just like to give her some of this. We grab these yoga yogurts. That sounds so funny. We grabbed these yogurts, drinkable yogurts, for the little one because she loves these things. I go back and forth between buying the larger ones. I don't remember what they're called, but she doesn't like them as much. So we grabbed these. Even if sometimes she just doubles up and drinks 2 at a time, and that's okay. We grabbed chocolate milk because she loves that. We grabbed some Caesar dressing, unsalted mixed nuts. Last time I didn't buy this. I purchased a whole thing of cashews instead, because there are a few nuts in here that I'm not the biggest fan of, but I will eat it regardless. So because I have cashews at the current moment, we grabbed some of this. We grabbed 2 cases of bubbly. I guess that both of them combined creates a variety pack, which everyone loves in my family. So yeah, that works out. So if you guys missed the last haul, there was a haul that I had before that I was going to show you guys, but I don't think I ended up posting it because I felt like it looked so familiar to, you know, a lot of the other hauls, but we did purchase these chicken strips. I think hubby's bought this either once or twice before, and the kids really love it. It actually looks and tastes like chicken. This is not something that I typically eat because of the sodium content, but my kids are not on a low sodium diet, so or hubby, and they like this. So they use this to make like chicken wraps or just to have with honey, things like that. We grabbed some granola bars. I think last grocery haul we didn't have this because we still had some down in the pantry, so we grabbed some more of that. We grabbed some orange juice, and of course it has a little bit of pulp, which is really good for the digestive tract, if you know what I mean. So my kids, they're not necessarily the biggest fan of pulp, but this doesn't have too much, so they're okay with that. We grabbed some hummus because my family's grown to love it. I don't think this was something that they really liked before. I'm the one who usually loved hummus, but at the same time, the ones that you buy in the stores just have a little bit too much salt than I usually don't eat it. It has 16 containers in there, and they're basically like individual size, so you can just take one to work with you, have it with some naan, something like that. Guys, I hate when my packages arrive and they're kind of wonky or dismantled. I don't know, I just always feel some type of way about them, but the kids really love this stuff. We don't buy this very often because obviously it's like, I don't know, it's like pizza. It does have a lot of salt, but every now and again it's a nice thing to have on hand when you don't want to cook. We also grabbed bagels. As you know, we typically buy those in a package of 4, or we grabbed some sesame and we grabbed some everything bagels, and yeah, those are the most popular ones among us. We also grabbed croissant, as you already know, and this double pack of family Cheerios, honey nut Cheerios. The kids love this stuff. We also grabbed some naan. This is the one that we typically like to buy, and this is the stuff that I was saying goes very well with this hummus here. I want to point out that this item is actually pretty inexpensive. As I think I recall it being like $3.99, if not less. And you do have 12 in it. Honestly, a recommended serving of this is a half, so it does go a long way. Not that anyone in here, I think everyone maybe has one when they have it, but I find that it lasts a long time. Got little baby potatoes. Those are my favorite type to work with. They're easy to just toss in the pot and go, y'all. Like, not hard at all. Sometimes I dice them up, sometimes I put them in whole, a little bit of olive oil and some seasoning, and they are good to go. We grabbed 2 things of bananas. I've been eating bananas more and more lately. They are easy. You can just toss them in I use them inside my smoothies. I put them in my oatmeal, or I just have them as a snack with like a spoonful of almond butter on the side. Very, very good breakfast or snack. Bananas are hearty, they're rich, and they are high in fiber. So if you're not eating them, perhaps you should. So we grabbed some more spinach. My spinach lasted all week long, guys. I just finished the last of it today. I've been throwing this stuff in my eggs. I actually had mine today in a smoothie. So glad we got some more of that, because your girl needs to up her iron. That's the goal around here. So once again, we grabbed some romaine hearts, guys. We do make quite a bit of salads around here. Caesar salad, garden salad. Also saw that cook with me vlog that I put out where I showed you where I used the romaine leaf as like the wrap for my tortilla. I used it kind of like a tortilla wrap, just to have it with chicken or turkey or whatever you want. So it's a great substitute for that if you're on like some kind of a low carb diet. I'm not exactly on a diet like that because I am still breastfeeding, but I do supplement or substitute certain things, and this is one of them. Grab some more avocados. We've been out of this stuff for a little bit, so I'm glad we actually have some in the house. It's just, like I said, they're always a hit and miss. Like, honestly, I've come to the conclusion that, like, you know, it's just going to be a hit or miss. It's literally a gamble. You spend $8 to $10 on avocados, and they may not work out. And you know, with Costco, you can return it, but I mean, who wants to have to return avocados all the time, you know, especially when you've already cut them and they're already starting to mold or turn color. Yeah. We also grabbed some carrots. Guys, these are my favorite carrots. I have a clip from today of me preparing a ton of these. I just roasted them in the oven along with many other veggies, and yeah, everyone really loves them. Just kind of roast them and put a little bit of butter on them, and they are really, really tasty. Okay, this is a surprise. Hubby didn't tell me he was going to pick up mangoes, and nor did I request it on the list, but I'm very pleased. This is exciting because this is something that my girls and I really love. I don't know if hubby doesn't mind mangoes. I just don't see him eat them like that. So the girls and I will definitely indulge in these mangoes. Last time I bought them, they actually lasted really long. I think I ended up putting the last one in the fridge, but they didn't go bad. I was pleasantly surprised that they lasted as long as they did, and I just allowed them to ripen and just do their thing, and it worked out, and I didn't have one bad mango in the batch, nor did I have any go bad. So that was good. There are quite a few surprise items in today's video. If you're new here, the surprise items are typically things that are non-grocery related. They're just things that I either see or like, I say but hubby and I do correspond while he's grocery shopping, so I'm usually in the loop with the non-grocery related items for the most part. So yeah, there are things that we see that we're like, huh, how about we give this a try, or things that we just are interested in but we didn't expect to find. They're just things like that. They're basically, you go to the Costco to pick up your groceries, but there's always something that you're gonna see that you're gonna pick up that is non-grocery related, and that's what these things are. So continue watching if you're into that. So guys, the first of the non-grocery related items is this Swiffer. This is a Swiffer sweeper, dry versus wet. It's a little bit different than the one that I've had in the past, but I'm excited nonetheless to try this out. I've been missing my Swiffer for a little bit. It's just not been working, and I've been meaning to replace the one that I have, but hubby said they didn't have any every time he checked. Like I said, this one is different. The one that I had actually had like you could hook the liquid up on it and spritz it, but this one I guess is just the one where you either use a mop, you either use a mop or just these little wet and dry things that you can buy. And so we do have a thing of the wet ones inside our cupboard, so I'm excited to try that so we can get to cleaning the floors. Also, hubby came across this. It is called Microban, and it is like a sanitization spray, or it's a sanitizing spray. I've never seen this before. I mean, I've seen sanitizer sprays, but not this one, and I'm pretty pumped to try it. This is just good for spritzing, like disinfecting a table with with some paper towel, spritzing doorknobs, just all those little things. It's easy to travel with if you want to sanitize your steering wheel and various things like that. So definitely check that out. Check out your Costco if you're interested in stuff like that. We also got a whole case of what are these called? Of Scotch-Brites. We also got a case of Scotch-Brites. This has 21 in it. This was 11 bucks, and I think that's a pretty good deal because I think at the dollar store you can get 2 for $1, something along the lines. And this is the one that we love, but when we use them, we usually cut ours in half just because it feels easier in the hand to work with a smaller one. Usually with these, half the time you're just holding the other portion in your hand and it's not being used. I don't know if that saves on the Scotch-Brite. I don't know if it makes it last twice as long. That's just not necessarily the purpose of why we're doing it, but I don't know. You guys let me know what you think of it. How long do you use one of these things for, and how long do they last in your house? I'm curious. Okay, so we also got this Lysol all-purpose cleaner. This one is also new to me. I can't say I've seen this exact one, and it comes in the form of the spray with the nozzle, so I kind of like that as well. You just kind of spray it and then you get to tackling the area that you're cleaning. I like that. Leave a comment down below and let me know if you've used this one as well. I'm curious. So I forgot to show you this. I guess this goes hand in hand with that. Guys, this thing right here are the refills for my Swiffer duster. I forgot to mention I do have the base at home, and so I just needed to refill it to, dust down like the corners and of my house, and like just over windowsills and just various areas that you dust. So that's what that is. Hubby also grabbed this, what do you call it? Scrubbing bubbles. I don't even know. But these are bathroom cleaners. It says it's good for, cleaning grime or buildup. So I'm excited to try those. We're always struggling to clean our granite counters. I think it's lost its sheen. So when it loses its sheen, hard water gets stuck to it faster, and then it leaves like a calcification look on the counter. I'm definitely going to try this to see if it can help to remove that. I guess that's not necessarily grime. I don't know if that classifies as grime, but those are things that I'm currently trying to tackle. So if you guys saw back in the beginning of COVID, we did pick up one of these. These are just hand sanitizers. It's just one that we like this one because you just get to keep it by the front of your door. So we grabbed one of those because we're currently in lockdown again. So we're in another phase, and apparently the virus again is not the most friendliest this time around. Not that it was friendly to begin with. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, we grabbed one of those to, you know, keep our hands clean. And then we also grabbed this small package. This one contains 4. This is another brand as well, but it contains 4 of these that you can travel with. So just one to have on the side of my baby bag, one for hubby to carry in his car, and so forth. Obviously we're not sanitizing hands while we're in the house. You just wash your hands, but it's just good to have, you know, these things on hand when you are traveling out and about. So we're getting close to being done, guys. I think there's like one more item left. Voila, guys. The last item is paper towel. Yay. Nothing exciting, but of course we cannot, I don't know, I don't feel like we can live without paper towel. It's really good and easy for cleaning up, guys, especially when you got little ones. So that is it, you guys. So that is it for our grocery haul for today. Overall, I think we did really well. Like hubby said, he didn't pick up any junk food. I guess he went to the grocery store full. The theory that you should never go grocery shopping when your stomach is empty is such a good one, because when he was there, he didn't feel impulsive to pick up things that were not on the list per se, as well as junky, because he ate really well before he went. Typically he goes grocery shopping on the way home when he's coming from work, and by that time hunger typically hits. So yeah. Anyways, we also, one thing I noticed is that we also didn't pick up any like clothing item. That's usually like a big one for us, but I must say Costco is we're currently on a lockdown, so that section of Costco is also closed. So there are probably pretty good reasons for that as to why we don't have anything of that sort in our cart. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed our haul for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll definitely answer a couple of those questions that I asked earlier in today, and I'm just curious to know, this is going to be the question of the day. Are you guys currently in lockdown? Because when we're in lockdown, I think it affects various areas, including grocery shopping. So I'm just curious to know how, if you are, how it's affecting where you're living. Like, how does it affect you? And if you're not, I guess I don't know what to say about that. I don't know what to say about that, but hope you guys enjoyed the haul nonetheless. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, guys, much love.